Hi, I'm David Gerard and this is Pivot to AI, coming to you daily. Today, it's the end of human history. Sam Altman says so. The Singularity is the rapture in Silicon Valley's totally not a religion. The AI improves itself, getting smarter and smarter until it achieves super intelligence. And then it turns us all into paperclips. Or everything works out well. Have you been naughty or nice? The basilisk is watching. Sam Altman from OpenAI is not a true believer in the AI doomsday scenario. Dario Amodei from Anthropic sort of is, though Amodei is still building bigger and bigger chatbots and trying to tell us the fancy autocomplete is evil. Sam does use this Singularity and AI doomsday stuff as marketing tropes, like in his interview with the Relentless podcast on Saturday, in which Sam reveals the Singularity is here.
Well, to the previous question, the thing that drives me the most is this is the most interesting, important thing I can imagine doing, and we are now in the singularity. This is the moment. For the last 10 years ago, this was a kind of far off dream at best. Seemed very improbable, and now we're actually in the moment that we used to talk about at the lunch table in a very not serious way. And so the thing that drives me is I've been waiting for this my whole life. And I think it's going to be incredible, hugely positive, awesome for the world. I'm excited to get to work on that. I also think some of the alternative visions painted by other companies are quite terrifying. I'm going to make sure that gets pushed against and is not what happens. But the main thing of what's different than 10 years ago is we're actually in it. This is the real. I think it is both true that it is all one crazy exponential and any one moment is not the tipping point. And also that we are somehow in another one of those decisive periods where the curve can go one way or another, like it was when we started 10 years ago.
So, going through that, we're in the singularity, whatever that means. Sam doesn't go into that, but it's going to be great. The other companies who think it won't means Anthropic. Also, it's happening now, and it's going to happen soon, but it might not happen, and you can't tell when it happens. You'll get better and more coherent predictions from a 1-900 telephone psychic. So, it's the singularity right now. But somehow we're all working harder and harder for less. Where are the robots? Where are they going to take over the drudgery and not just the art? Sam says, never.
Technology for a long time has been promising people that they're going to work less and they're going to have all this leisure. It has gone in that direction. I think people do have more time for leisure than they had at many previous points in history and a higher quality of life in many ways. But somehow we never get the promise of the 4-hour work week at mass scale in society. And I don't expect AI to change that.
Sam got 4-hour workweek there from the title of tech bro Tim Ferriss's Get Rich Scheme book from 2007, which says, become a dropshipper. That's the Get Rich Scheme. Ferriss is these guys' mate. That's why that phrase popped into Sam's head. Somehow, your place in the new AI world order is to keep working your job. Is this the billionaires who take everything selling us a line? No, it's the dignity of labour. You feel fulfilled, barely making rent. If you actually want leisure time, don't look to tech bros. You have weekends because unions fought for them. It wasn't these guys giving them to you. I would not look to the guys who will do anything not to be regulated or pay taxes, to be the ones to improve conditions. This singularity talk is extremely obviously marketing for the IPO Sam needs to run before OpenAI runs out of money. Remember that amazing and totally not orchestrated OpenAI hack of Hugging Face? It wasn't that OpenAI are incompetent at keeping a hacking tool off the public internet, or that Hugging Face are incompetent at coding their systems. No, it's the Singularity. Number 5 is alive. Altman is not talking up the Singularity or the fabulous AI future of working till you drop, because things are going well for him. This is naked desperation. OpenAI is still hemorrhaging money. Sam needs the IPO to keep the music playing just that little bit longer. Meanwhile, the stock market is having another AI-related conniption. This time, it's the chip and memory companies. The investors think the data centers are hot air, and they won't be able to pay their bills to the chip makers. This one will probably fix itself sometime this week, but everyone's feeling shaky. Fitch Ratings considers the AI bubble is the greatest global credit risk for the second half of 2026. Quote, "The combination of revenue uncertainty and the extent to which capital markets and economies have become intertwined with AI have created a vulnerability for credit in the event of a re-evaluation of long-term returns potential. Very short-term spikes in market volatility for individual equities and tech-heavy stock indices have already occurred, but a larger, more protracted correction could have wider market, macro, and credit effects depending on its scale, duration, and contagion." Unquote. If there's a singularity, it is that OpenAI is a black hole that all the money falls into, and you never see it ever again. Thanks for tuning in to Pivot to AI. It's Pledge Week, and I am delighted to see a few more new supporters today. Thank you so much. We have the patron read on Thursday, so if you want your name announced as fabulously perspicacious, witty, and charming people, drop your $5 into the Patreon linked in the show notes, or if you prefer YouTube, hit the join button below the video, then comment on the Patreon or email me. Supporters get occasional bonuses, like early previews of interviews. You can get the Nick Suresh one right now and not wait for Friday. I recorded a great one today that's not going to the public until next Friday, but you will get it earlier. Also, any other nice extras I have to hand, hit that Patreon. Redbubble still has its sale on, so get a lovely pivot shirt you can wear to your next online stand-up at work. Link in the show notes. If you don't have money, that's fine. Just spread the word about Pivot to AI. Tell your friends today. Thank you all. I could not do this without all of you. I'll see you tomorrow, and bye for now.